Have you ever said yes to a project just for the paycheck?
Yeah.
Which was the character that you looked at yourself in the mirror in full costume and said, who is this me? Have you ever totally pretended to like a co-star's terrible advice?
Yeah.
So, confessions with Huma Qureshi, are we ready?
Okay.
Okay, so number one. Which co-star intimidated you the most when you first met them? ऐसा कभी हुआ?
Intimidated? No, they all were very sweet actually. But I think I was most intimidated by Akshay sir. Because obviously you're working with Akshay Kumar, but he didn't try and intimidate. I was just intimidated.
Yeah, because you were like, oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm working with Akshay Kumar.
So cute.
Yeah.
Have you ever Googled yourself? Like as an actor, do you have to do that regularly? You have an alert which says Huma?
I have an alert. I have a Google alert. And yeah, I Google myself sometimes.
Okay. Have you ever said
That's not a bad thing or a vain thing. Just to know कि मतलब what's going on.
ना चल क्या रहा है?
चल क्या रहा है जीवन में? हाँ.
Suddenly, if you see too many hits, you're like कौन सी फोटो गई है बाहर?
हाँ मतलब एक last time मैंने एक podcast किया था उसपे मैंने कुछ भी नहीं बोला तो उसका कुछ 25,000 ऐसे Google alert आ गए तो we were like कि क्या हो क्या रहा है मतलब so of course then one had to Google alert like this only like I was like alert आ गया.
Have you ever said yes to a project just for the paycheck?
I have.
Are you glad
EMI देना होता है ना मतलब and I like good things in life. I like my good big car. I like living in Juhu. I like my holidays and my diamonds. I like all of that. And there is no like.
There's no regret.
There's no regret. See, I learned this from Mr. Irfan Khan. I was telling Babil this recently. I bumped into him some award things. So I was telling him this. Like, listen, I've learned this from your father. Like by observing him and by working with him. He's the only actor to have worked with Mr. Anis Bazmi as well and Mr. Ang Lee as well. You know, that's the range of what that man did. And it's so inspiring to have an Indian actor and to see an Indian actor like achieve that, right? He understood one thing, that there are 5 possibly roles in your life that you'll do which will be remembered and you'll become legend. 5 बहुत होते हैं. उसके अलावा everything else is EMI. And EMI you cannot look down upon. Because you have to have a family, you need to live a life. So how is that a bad thing?
पहुंचना है audition तक.
हाँ, of course. खाना खाना है.
खाना खाना है. And खाना बहुत जरूरी है for the Saleems and the Qureshis.
And खाना खरीदना भी है ना. कबाब कैसे बिकेंगे?
What is the funniest thing you had to do to prep for a role? Like most ridiculous thing you prep के लिए यार ये घुड़सवारी हुआ करती थी एक टाइम पर, you know. ड्राइविंग किसी को सीखना पड़ता है, किसी को स्विमिंग सीखनी पड़ती है. ऐसे कुछ सीखा एक स्किल जो कभी लगा नहीं था.
स्किल काफी कुछ है. फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे को अभी लाइक वो तरला आई हैड टू
कुकिंग सीखना पड़ा.
कुकिंग तो नहीं यार, मतलब मेरे चॉपिंग स्किल तो बहुत ही खराब है. तो कट 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 वैसे दिखाते हैं ना, काटना पड़ता है. मुझसे तो कभी ना हो. तो देन इवेंचुअली डिडंट शूट विद मी, दे शॉट विद अ बॉडी डबल बिकॉज़ 3 दफे मैंने अपना हाथ काट लिया. लाइक आपसे ना होगा, आप रहने दीजिए. मैंने कहा कोई मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, जस्ट शूट माय फेस.
बड़ी सक्षम लड़की है.
हाँ, नहीं मुझसे एक्शन करवा लो, मैं एक्शन बहुत अच्छा करती हूँ. बट दीस फाइनर थिंग्स ना, लाइक आई गेट लाइक आई फील लाइक आई फील वेरी दिस थिंग. हाँ, लाइक I've done a couple of action things that you'll see in films that I can't talk about.
Nice.
But
yeah, because I'm assuming if you are playing a cop.
Huh?
I get it, Huma. I get it. I
didn't say anything. Just saying.
I get it. And what's your guilty pleasure watch? Like, what is it that you get home and in your pajamas? Because I'm assuming you wear your pajamas. एक्टर लोग पजामा पहनते हैं.
Of course, भाई क्या एक्टर लोग पजामा तो कैसे बिना पजामे के बैठेंगे? नहीं वो भी बैठ सकते हैं अपने घर में कोई और ना हो, but अगर yeah, too much graphic detail.
Nice, fun.
Yeah.
But guilty pleasure, like on करते बैठते you're like ये तो हम देखेंगे.
I know what I'm tripping on right now, the Bollywood vibes thing. Really tripping on it.
Shalini is a vibe.
Yeah.
वो औरत amazing है.
I think so too. I like she's quite something.
And Delhi.
Love.
है ना?
Love.
So are you on the side of the Bombay girls or Delhi girls?
No comments. This is the most dangerous question you've asked.
No confirm or deny is happening.
Cannot confirm or deny this. But I would just say they all make the show very, very masaledar. Very masaledar.
Is there ever a scene that you look at for yourself and say, if I had another chance to do this, I would redo it?
Oh God.
I really wonder if actors go through that.
Oh wow. Lots of films I would redo again.
Surely.
Or maybe not do. I don't want to take names because it's not right. Like whatever. But Yeah, lots of films I would redo because I feel like I was not honest enough and I was just like very surface. But that tends to happen, right? Because I feel earlier I used to be so caught up in like how I'm looking and like, you know, whatever. Now I feel like and actually Leila did that for me because I remember Deepa shot me and Johan, who's a DP, like they literally shot me on a 25 lens, but I'm here.
Yeah.
So, and with no makeup. So, you know, the first 2 days, it's a bit like, what is going on? And it's a bit of a mental thing because you're just like, every fear, anxiety of how you look and that pimple on your face and that whatever mole or whatever gets magnified.
Yeah.
But then you're like, you know what? Let's just do it. Yeah. And then, but when you do it, it's just very liberating. Then you don't care. And I think that is
so you're in that place now.
I think so. I think I've gotten over my fear of like
looking
bad. Because I'm like, I just look so hot. Like how good looking am I?
However bad I look, I'll still look this good. This is great.
Like, have you seen me?
Have you ever totally pretended to like a co-star's terrible advice?
Yeah. Oh, many times.
Kya baat?
Because everybody likes to give advice and you're just like, no.
Don't tell us the co-star, tell us the advice.
बहुत सारी advice है अभी वो फिर reveal हो जाएगा if I tell you, but it's like I feel like everybody likes to give you advice and sometimes I'm just like, but I didn't ask you for advice. I really don't want to know. मतलब if I did, I mean I'm a very like vocal person. I'd be like, please tell me like what do you think I should do. अच्छा आप जब कभी किसी से ऐसे पूछते हो तो लोग ऐसे clam up हो जाते हैं तो बताते नहीं हैं और वैसे आपको जब अपना बढ़िया चल रहा है
श्रीखंड बांटते रहते हैं
हाँ आप बढ़िया अपना कॉफी पी रहे हो अच्छा सुन ये ना ऐसे ऐसे करना ये वो and I'm like हाँ but I didn't ask you I actually wanted to have this coffee correct you know if I didn't want to have this coffee
correct like
this is a choice
black coffee yeah
I'm like but this is a choice
it's too acidic
yeah
like, suddenly
I'm like it's my choice like
correct so I'd like to be there
yeah
oh this is fun
not just co-star people in general like to give you free advice
yeah if you're an actor more so
if you're an actor cricketer in this country अरे वो shot ऐसे मारना चाहिए था बाबा मतलब you know how difficult it is to be Virat Kohli like really please can you just like just calm down हाँ really
which was the character that you looked at yourself in the mirror in full costume and said who is this me?
Monica. I was like, this person is so not me at all. Like, especially when doing the song, and I remember Vasan and Vijay Ganguly showed me all these like references of like Helen Ma'am and Parveen Babi, and I'm like, क्या है ये मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगी
how you cannot see
listen in my head I'm a nerd who likes books and wears oversized shirts and like just likes to you know veg out that's me I'm not this refined siren I know like a lot of roles that I do I come across as this very like thera person but I'm actually a bit of a goofball so I in my mental image doesn't correspond with that and I'm definitely I don't know how to play men the way Monica does so I'm just like I'll be like
thank you very much
I'm sorry bye
yeah because I remember when we first saw you in Gangs there was a Madhuri Dixit quality that I think a lot of people wrote about as well and there you were in De Dishkiya and I feel like with you that kind of like if you think it'll happen so think of it more and it'll all happen I don't know if you believe in manifestation
I do
then please manifest whatever it is for yourself. Is there a blooper from a serious scene that you'll never be able to forget? Like when you are doing these serious scenes, because you just said what you said, how do you forget that you're a goofball? वो हो जाता है ना?
नहीं पड़ता है मतलब otherwise short होके नहीं होगा. But I feel like I do a lot of goof. I one day want to release like unedited footage from Maharani maybe. You know, because it's like I'll be doing like this big monologue and like hardcore, like this is my Bihari accent. I'm channeling Rani Bharti and I'm standing there and being like, देखिए और ये वो सब चलता होता है. And suddenly I'll forget, I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, I'm like, sorry, one more. Then again, like, again. Like, what? I swear they like, if they edit that from all the seasons, it'll be quite hilarious.
That's amazing.
And probably I'll lose all cred for playing Rani Bharti.
I think it might be fun because we live in a different world these days where actors jitne real honge, I don't know. I don't think they're ready for real.
I don't think they're ready.
They just pretend.
We want curated real. We don't want the real.
I agree.
It has to be curated well.
Tell me, don't name the co-star, but what is the sort of co-star that you don't want to work again with simply because today you are perhaps in a position where you can say no?
Oh Lord. you know, for me, I can work with the person if I dislike the person. I can work with the person if I hate the person. That's completely fine. I can't work with somebody who don't take their job seriously. That just irritates me. I've been early on in my career, I worked with somebody where I literally would, it'd be in the middle of a scene and because he wanted to leave, he'll do his close-up and go home. And I'd be looking at the stand and doing my lines. And I was just like, that day I'm like, no, this is never going to happen. When I'm in a position where I can choose to do this, no matter how late I'm getting, whatever it is, I'm never going to do this because it affects the film, it affects the scene, it affects everyone's performances.
Correct.
And ultimately, despite all this tama jhama, we're here for the work, right? So, no matter who I'm working with, it doesn't matter the seniority of that actor. We insist, everyone stands for cues, for eye lines. It makes all the difference in the world because it's not about आपको लगता है कि यार ये junior actor है, नहीं, ये आप अपने काम की इज्जत कर रहे हो, you know, अब वो बहुत जरूरी है.
बिल्कुल. And our last question, and I love this question, is: ever watched anyone's film just to see if they really acted well? Like, do actors actually check out each other's films, saying, "यार मुझे इसकी film देखनी है," in a good way or in a good way or in like
we all do.
Really?
We all do. We all watch everything, each other's work all the time, and we should also. And I get very inspired by great performances. We also then make fun of performances we don't like.
Of course,
yeah.
That's because we're human.
Yeah, we're
but
human.
It's good because at least you're aware.
You're aware. Yeah, of course, you have to be. You have to be.